Good day, everybody. This is Michael Levitis from JurisQ.com, and I have here a new participating attorney in JurisQ.com legal network, Aleksey Feygin, the law firm of Basichas and Associates. Aleksey, welcome to our network. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me, Michael.
And first, I want to introduce you and explain what you do. We know you do medical malpractice cases to get people compensation for their injuries sustained while they were under medical care. Can you tell us a little bit about your firm of Basichas and Associates? How many years are you in business? What do you do? And then I'm going to talk about you personally as well.
Sure. The firm Basichas and Associates has been in business primarily focused on medical malpractice over the last 30 plus years. I've been with the firm in the capacity of an attorney for approximately 15 years, and that's primarily what we do, which is medical malpractice cases involving hospital negligence, physician negligence, and a myriad of other professional type negligence cases.
For example, what other types of medical malpractice are there? You mentioned, for example, before, you told me that home attendants sometimes commit a malpractice, and you could get compensated for damages from any mishaps in that arena, correct?
And that's correct. Part of our focus as well is dealing with home attendant negligence cases. Those are involving lack of supervision, where the home attendant perhaps leaves the patient who requires constant observation, constant assistance unattended, and that results in a fall with a multitude of fractures, brain trauma, etc. And that's also something that we handle. We've been handling over the past 30 plus years.
And I assume the same vein, same can go for nursing homes. They must be also sometimes negligence, malpractice by patients who are in nursing homes. They're also elderly people, and things happen. Can you tell us a bit about that?
That's correct. Over the last 2 years or so, we've seen an influx of nursing home negligence cases, partly because of the COVID pandemic that prevented family members from visiting loved ones, monitoring their overall care in the nursing facilities. And what we've seen over the last several years is more and more cases involving either falls in the nursing homes, development of decubitus ulcers, where the patients who are debilitated to begin with sustain ulcers that require either surgical debridements, hospitalizations, which obviously are also something that should not happen in nursing home facilities, and that's something that we prosecute as well.
Can you tell me a little bit, if a person suffered because of medical malpractice, for what she can get compensated? For the actual injury? For what exactly can you get monetary compensation? And I understand you get it from usually from the insurance company, correct? Because doctors, nursing homes, they carry insurance.
That's correct. Most professional providers carry what's known as malpractice insurance, be it a hospital, be it a physician, being a nursing home, or a home attendant facility. And under those circumstances, the three areas of compensation are obviously the pain and suffering associated with the injuries that are sustained. In addition to that, you have the medical expenses associated with the treatment that the patient either has already undergone or may undergo in the future. Any lost earnings, if the patient was working and as a result of this cannot work anymore, there's compensation there. And finally, if the individual was married or if the individual is taking care of children, there may be an element of compensation for that.
Mhm. And what happens if, unfortunately, a person dies from some kind of medical practice from a medical professional? Can his or her family get compensated?
Yes. The short answer is yes. Oftentimes, unfortunately, the types of cases that we prosecute, a lot of them involve either a failure to diagnose a cancer or a failure to timely diagnose a stroke, resulting in ultimately death. Under those circumstances, we appoint a representative of the estate that typically is either a spouse or a child. And under those circumstances, the estate is permitted to recover both for the pain and suffering of the deceased individual, as well as on the wrongful death component, the family members that sustained a loss as a result of their loved one's passing.
Understood. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you for your answers, for a lot of interesting and useful information. We're going to put up your phone number on the bottom of the screen. If anybody has any further questions, they can reach out to you for free consultation. And we're going to follow up this interview with many more short Q&As, question-answer interviews on the subject of medical malpractice. So please stay tuned. Follow JurisQ.com on our Facebook, on our YouTube, on our Instagram, and you're going to get much more useful advice from attorneys such as Aleksey Feygin from Basichas Associates. Thank you and have a good day.
Thank you very much, Michael.